So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So you can see this reading name is Pulling Strings to Build Pyramids, and it was part of 9th November 2023 IELTS exam in India. And of course this reading can be repeated in another country also, and within 2-3 months sometimes readings are repeated. Nowadays I have just noticed it. Okay, let's start. So after reading the title of this reading passage, so if you want to know more about the title, means you want to understand the meaning of the title, you can read these separate line like that. Actual reading passage is starting from here. Yeah, you can read it. No one knows exactly how the pyramids were built. Marcus Chown reckons the answer could be hanging in the air. So they are just they want to know how pyramids were built in this reading. Now till now, after that I will not be reading anything. Now what you have to do, first look at the types of questions in the reading passage. So first type of question you can see is true false not given, question 1 to 7. And second type of question we have here, complete the summary below. So from 8 to 13 number questions are there. So there are two types of question. Okay, so in next video we will be solving this reading passage also. So this is like first reading passage. Okay, so definitely we will start. So I will start my reading from first type of question, because I will tell you here you can see 1 to 7 number questions. Okay, and here 8 to 13 number questions. So if you want to do this reading type question first, then it's your wish, but I can tell you it will be difficult for you to find the location of this. Okay, so if you are going through like first type of question first, definitely you will be reading almost for 1 to 7 almost more than half paragraph, half passage. Then definitely after that whatever is left, probably 99% you will get the location of that. Okay, let's start with first type of question, that is true false not given. As you know, rule for true false not given means instructions. If the statement agrees with the information means in the text in the passage, and statement means this is question statement. Now this is an important question. What is true, what is false and not given? It's important to read the statement carefully with the keywords you need it to find the location of the question statement in the passage, in the paragraph. And after getting the location, and after you read just 2 sentences above and below also, then you come back to the statement, then try to match the meaning. So what kind of meaning you are going to match? Suppose here in this question, let's do it. It is generally believed that large number of people were needed to build the pyramids. It is generally believed means it is you can say it is not proven, it is believed. Okay, so that if it is believed that large number of people were needed to build the pyramids, then it is true. And it is proven that, if it is written like that in information in the passage, that small number of people were needed, then it is false, means contradiction of information is there. Here they are saying something different, and in the passage they are saying different, that is false. And if something is missing, major part of the statement is missing, then it is not given. Like it is generally believed. Suppose this is given and the other statement they are saying in the passage, and they are not talking about large number of people were needed to build the pyramids or not, or small number of people, then it is not given. Okay, now here we know this is first type of question. And first question, definitely we will start looking for this statement, the location of this question number in the first paragraph. But what is this is also keyword, whether the large number of people were needed to build the pyramids or not, we need to find it. Till now I am opening first paragraph. Please subscribe, like and beautiful comment on this channel. Thank you so much in advance. So this is my first paragraph. So we were looking for believe. Though the pyramids of Egypt were built more than 3000 years ago, side by side, please underline the things, and no one knows how. The conventional picture is that okay, 10,000s of slaves dragged means tens of thousands of slaves means people, large number of people dragged stones on the sledges, but there is no evidence to back this up. So what will you say? So this is the statement. Read it from here to here. Now please decide it. I will show you the question statement. So here statement is saying it is generally believed that large number of people, we have got tens of thousands of slaves were needed to build the pyramids. Okay, everything we have got, only it is generally believed. So let's match this meaning also. Is that everything we have got. So it means there is no evidence to back this up. It means this is generally believed. There is no practical things come up that it means this is true. So say second number question. Clemens found a strange this word hieroglyph on the wall of an Egyptian monument. Okay, this is person's name. Found is strange. So of course this is the keyword. These are the keywords. We will find the location, and then we will try to find out. This person found a strange this on the wall of an Egyptian monument. If he had found this, then true. If he did not find a strange thing on the wall, then it is false. And if the writer is not talking about whatever he had explained, Clement had found something on the wall of an Egyptian monument, then it is not given. If he is not talking about anything on the wall of an Egyptian monument, so wall, if he is not talking about, then it is not given. So we were looking for this person's name. Yes, because first question statement we have got it here. Now a Californian software consultant called this person had suggested that kites might have been involved while pursuing a book on the monuments of Egypt. Okay, so she noticed this hieroglyph that showed a row of men standing in odd postures. Okay, so from here we have started our location of second number question. Californian person consultant, this name has suggested that kites might have involved while pursuing a book, means she was pursuing a book on the monument. He or she he was pursuing a book on the monuments of Egypt. She noticed this glyph showed a number of men, but here it is given a book, and in the question statement you can see it is given on the wall. It means contradiction, means this answer is false. Now third number, Gharib had previously done experiments on bird flight. Okay, if Gharib had previously done experiment on bird flight, then it is true. If he had not done any experiment on bird flight, then it is false. And if the writer in the passage not talking about that Gharib had done some experiment on bird flight, then of course not given. So bird flight and this person name is our keyword. These are the keywords. We will just find it. After second number location, we can just find third number. So Gharib. So we were looking for, they were holding ropes. So bird is there, giant bird in the sky. She wondered. Okay, she wondered if perhaps the bird was actually a giant kite. The men were using it to lift a heavy object. Okay, but we were looking for, yeah, this name. Okay, so interrogate Clemens contacted this Mr. Gharib as aeronautics professor at California Institute of Technology. He was fascinated by the idea. Coming from Iran, I have a keen interest in Middle Eastern science, he says. He too was puzzled by the picture that the object in the sky apparently. So actually they are not talking about anything, whether this person had done experiment on bird flight. So we will just write not given. Not given. Okay. Fourth number, Gharib and Graf tested their theory before applying it. Okay. If they have tested their theory, before applying it, then true. If they have not tested their theory before applying, then false. And if they are not talking whether these two persons have tested some theory or not before applying, then not given. So these two persons name are and theory also. Keywords to find location. So we were here in the second paragraph, nothing we have found. Let's move to next paragraph. So first line is saying, in third paragraph, first line is saying this person's name. Set themselves the task of raising this stone column from horizontal to vertical using no source of energy except the wind. Okay. Their initial calculation, scale, model, wind tunnel experiments convinced them they wouldn't need a strong wind to lift the this and this, even a modest force. So what we were looking, this person name, experiment also, and whether they have their theory, they have before applying they have tested. So how they have tested themselves the task of raising this stone column from this to this using no source of energy except the wind. Their initial calculations, scale, model, wind tunnel experiments convinced them, means their calculation and all this is before applying all the things, they have done their homework. They wouldn't need a strong wind to lift the this, even a modest force if sustained over a long time would. The key was to use a pulley system that would magnify the applied force. Okay, so they rigged up a tent shaped scaffold directly above the tip of the horizontal. So what we can get the answer, you can read it. I will show you the question statement again. So here they were saying tested their theory before applying it. So what we can get the answer, this is true, because they have done all calculations and all everything. Theory means written work. Okay, now fifth number, the success of the actual experiment. The success of the actual experiment was due to the high speed of the wind. Yes, we came across these words, experiment also and high speed of the wind also they were talking about. Let's find success. Now we have to find the success also. Actual experiment was due to the high speed. If the experiment success was due to this high speed of wind, then true. If success of the experiment was due to some other thing, then false. And if they are not talking about success and high speed of the wind and all, then not given. So here they were talking about their experiment and all. We need to find the success also. The idea was that at the end column rows, then this and this. Earlier this year the team put this unlikely theory to the test using a, here also they are talking about theory, and above lines, above paragraph also I got to know that they were talking about this. Using a 40 square rectangular sail, the kite lifted the column clean off the ground. We were absolutely stunned. So this thing also they are saying about the previous question where they have talked about before applying their theory and all, but theory is here. The kite instant sail opened the wind and huge force was generated and the column was raised to the vertical. No. So we were looking for next question, that is success. The wind was blowing at a gentle of 16-20 kilometers an hour, little more than half what they thought would be needed. What they had failed to reckon, okay, failed to reckon that with that what happened when the kite was opened. There was a huge initial force 5 times larger than steady force. Garib says this jerk meant that kites could lift huge weights. Garib realized. So here failure is given. Let's check the question statement again. But here success of the actual experiment was due to high speed. But contradiction is there. See this here in the statement, in the passage they were given the failure. See this, all the experiment they were doing from here, and what they had failed to reckon with was that what happened when the kite was opened. There was a huge initial force 5 times larger, and they are not talking about wind and all. Wind was blowing at a gentle 16 to 20 kilometers an hour, little more than half what they needed. But in experiment they are saying something different, and they were failure, not success. That's why answer will be false. Now next 6 number question. See this. 6 number question is saying they found that as the kite flew higher, the wind force got stronger. Okay. So we were looking for next question, like they found So here they were saying, with that, what had happened, the kite was opened, there was a huge initial force 5 times larger than the steady force. Grip says the jerk meant kite could lift huge weights, could have been lifted to the vertical 5 sails. So Clement was right, pyramid builders could have used kite to find, but there is kite flew higher, the wind force got stronger. Nothing is given like that. You can read this paragraph and then try to find, please. I am giving you 10 seconds time, and you can pause the screen. In the reading passage, they are not talking that kite flew higher, the wind got stronger. Nothing they have not described anywhere, here also, when the kite was flying higher. So it means I will go with not given. Now 7th number, the team decided that it was possible to use kites to raise very heavy stones. The team decided that it was possible to use kites to raise very heavy stones. The team, somewhere I have just read, here also the wind blowing, okay, kite was, there was a huge initial, Garib realized, okay, so Clement, so just, I have just read, this jerk meant kite could even 100 lifted to vertical, so massive, so Clement was right, pyramid builders, yeah, massive stones into a place. Clement was right, the pyramid builders could have used kite to lift massive stones into place. Whether they actually did is another matter. Garib says there are no pictures showing the construction of pyramid, so there is no way to tell what really happened. The evidence for brute. The team decided it was possible to use kites to raise very heavy stones. So heavy stone lift massive stone into place is given. So they both are jointly doing this experiment, and what they have decided, Garib, there was initial, so Clement was right. So he is saying, so Clement was right. Garib is saying Clement was right. So I can go, till now I can go through this because everything is given. Let's move to next paragraph. Yes, here they were talking about team. Earlier this year, the team put Clement's unlikely theory. So team means these two persons are team, and they are doing, they are focusing on Clement's unlikely theory to the test also. It means, so Garib and other person are saying, so Clement was right, the pyramid builder could have used kites to use massive stones into a place. So see this, kites to raise very heavy stones. So let's move to 8 to 13 number question. So how to do? Complete the summary below means fill in the blanks using 2 words. So of course they have given this instruction, and this is the title of this summary paragraph, means additional evidence for theory of kite lifting. So now I will show you full passage. See this full passage, for true false not given, we have just analyzed everything here. Now next page we have left these 2 paragraphs. So we will try to find the location of this summary, complete the summary in these 2 paragraphs. So these are the last 2 paragraphs. So additional evidence for theory of kite lifting. Additional evidence. Evidence word I can see here, see this. The evidence for kite lifting is non-existent, says this, and an associate professor of this at the University of this. Okay, Los Angeles, California and Los Angeles. Okay, others feel that there is more of a case of a theory. Harnessing the wind would not have been a problem for accomplished sailors like the Egyptians, and they are known to have wooden pulleys. Okay, so additional evidence for theory of kite lifting. Okay, so almost we have got this location. The evidence for is non-existence. Others feel means other persons, there is more of a case for theory. It means this theory they are talking about. Okay, so this word we have found it in previous. Now coming to the main, the Egyptians had, which could lift large pieces of, okay, large pieces of problem for sailors, and they are known to have wooden pulleys which could have been strong enough to bear, yeah, weight of massive blocks of stones, pieces of stones. See this, stones I have written the Egyptians had which could lift large pieces. So large pieces I have just they have just paraphrased. Weight of massive blocks of stone means large pieces of stones. And what they had, the Egyptians had, and if they are talking about Egyptians, and they are known to have wooden pulleys, it means they were having wooden pulleys which could lift, which could is also there. See this, wooden pulleys. Okay, two blanks we have got. Now next one, the discovery, okay, no, 10th is also left. And they knew how to use energy of the wind from their skill because in IELTS, you know, if they have given this line, then this line maybe you can get it just in above lines, because paraphrasing things are like that only. This line you can get here and this line you can get in the above lines, means one sequence is going on here in this passage, but here they have done paraphrase, passive voice kind of thing. Okay, so they knew how to use the energy. There is harnessing the wind would not have been a problem of accomplished sailors like Egyptians, and they are known to have this. In addition, there is some physical evidence that Egyptians were interested in flight. No. How to use the energy, harnessing the wind means they know, this is their talking. Harnessing the wind would not have been a problem for accomplished sailors from their skills. What is the skill? Sailors. As sailors. Sailors is their, sailing is their skills. Okay. 10th number. So always, sometimes we are wasting time finding the location, this next part of the sentence in the another after first location, but in fill in the blanks sometimes you can get above sentences location also. So 11th, the discovery on one pyramid of an object which resembles the word before and after, also important to find the location of word. Okay, so the discovery of, now here in addition there is some physical evidence, okay, that ancient Egyptians were interested in flight. A wooden artifact found on the step pyramid. So pyramid is also there. Saqqara looks uncannily like a modern glider. So resembles, a is also there. Like means resembled. So what we will write? Modern glider, because here we have been given two words option, glider, modern location. Okay, and suggest that, and we need to find suggest. Suggestion, although it dates from several hundred years building, its sophistication suggest word is here. Suggest, they may have experimented with dash. Suggest that Egyptian may have been developing, experimented with, we can write here flights, not as, because they have given only flight. Yes. So now 13th number, in addition, over 2000 years ago, okay, over 2000 years ago kites were used in Chinese people is there, okay, as weapons as well as for sending dash. Okay, so after this 12th location, this is the location, and another civilizations, ancient civilization means 2000 years ago kites were used. Certainly knew about kites as early as over 2000 years ago. The Chinese were using to deliver messages and dump flaming debris on their foes. Weapons as well as for sending, so definitely messages will come. Okay, for sending messages. See this. So Chinese word, because of Chinese word I have found this 13 number location. Thank you so much.